Come by, bring a rack. New grill and a bunch of snacks. And where we going, you don't need a map, you don't need a nap, you don't need jack. Except lots of people, some very loud speakers, cold drinks and good. Join me, one thing, good vibes only. I just tapped, I'ma fill my cup, got fireworks.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. What a game we have for you here. The first meeting of the year between two of the NFL's most hostile divisional rivals. This matchup always among the most anticipated games of the regular season. It's the Eagles going up against the Giants. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. To jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hey. Got three down.
Now Gray. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offensively, the starters for the New York Giants, and one guy that's definitely hoping to stay on the field more this year, Victor Cruz.
And they would love to have him on the field. Just 6 games played over the last 2 seasons, starting with that horrific knee injury. And then he came back last year, had a calf injury that sidelined him for most of the season. He's trying to get back in form, and the Giants would love to see that.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw is Manning. And here the hookup good to Victor Cruz. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Fletcher Cox is a first-round pick who has fulfilled his promise. One of the best defensive linemen in the NFL.
On second down, here's Manning. And that'll be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Time running out here on the play clock. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. It's caught, Shepard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran, taking what the defense will give him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Manning to throw on second down. A screen here to Vereen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Manning to throw on 3rd and 1, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And Brown able to put it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
Detroit!
Shift together here from the D-line.
Green, 39!
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So on 4th down, the Eagles will call on the left foot of Donnie Jones to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They come up in an offset eye. The play clock's running down. Now Manning. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Throwing now is Manning. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Hey, we got 3, we got 3. Come on, let's go. What? None.
They'll let their receiver runner out of the Wildcat. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us. And then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line. And they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
On the run, this is Gray. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
3 down. That's it. Hey, check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike.
Play clock winding down. Now Manning throwing on second down. This will be caught at about the 6. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now a run with a fullback Johnson. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They run for it with Vereen. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go now.
Now it's Sproles, and he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Play action to Sproles. Wentz. Dancing to his left. It's complete. This is Brent Salek. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for check downs or dump offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Now Wentz looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Sproles. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran.
Sproles lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and he cuts it right sideline. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Darkwa. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Brown able to put it through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Short kick. It's taken at the 23. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
I kind of chuckled to myself a little bit when I remember Darren Sproles coming out of college. I remember one scout saying, yeah, but what are you going to do with him in the pass game? Quarterback can't find him downfield because he's only 5'6". On that screen pass, they found him pretty well. And his balance is unsurpassed. He's so strong, he can take hits and stay on his feet.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Second down following the run.
Let's go. On now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Wentz. And Selleck here, left side. And he's brought down after a good game. There of 20 yards. Shift together here from the D-line. Wentz now on first down. Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
In the red zone this time. They come out here in the eye. Here's Wentz to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It's JPP, 7th-year man Jason Pierre-Paul. In there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Wentz now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now Wentz, flush to his right. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
How many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they've wanted to.
And New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an offset eye. In motion, the tight end. Now Darquan. And some space here. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, second down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Defense has to stand tall here. 3rd and 1. Manning to throw on 3rd and 1. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
It'd be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball.
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 2nd down, here's Manning. It's hauled in by Shepard. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders and we'll get going again here in number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. No. Jack, Patriot.
Wentz now on first down. And this is Randall here over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
One out. Check.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now let's go.
On second down, here's Wentz. And he finds a man with a crossing route. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Eagles are going to have a first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
All right, here we go.
Again, they'll run it. Again, it's Sproles. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They go play action here on first down. And this is incomplete. He was looking there for Reuben Randall. That'll bring up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watching that, Marty.
Wentz to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Here we go. Green 39.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. So he got free at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it fourth down. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here. Second 3. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Blue 58. Blue 58. Switch. Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They run again here with Gray. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with third and just a yard. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you stopped the guys on the other side. Also, keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
He may try and run for this. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Now the offense lining up. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now with Gray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
To talk about defense in terms of level, first level defensive line, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Now they'll throw it with Manning. He's going to get out to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And they pick up a first down in the fullback position. You and I both know doesn't necessarily the fullback fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL. Guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
And it's a here, complete tight end. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end. Make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
Tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll come out in pistol. On the run, here's Vereen. And he's going to yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Manning on third down. Finding time. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And taken down before a beautiful little hurdle. Sometimes it can be dangerous there. It earned him the first.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run with Darkwa. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Orleans Darkwa. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Here's Brown out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
If you're running that route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
It'll go as a gain of 10 there, and it'll be a Philadelphia first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to the outside. outside and have that ball delivered.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ryan Matthews with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On the run, Darkwa. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33 line. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're like ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. We're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Time running out here on the play. They'll run. It's Marine. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. So the play clock's running down. Manning looking to throw on 2. He's going to let this, and that's caught inside the 35. And all New York. Victor Cruz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And that one obviously worked out, but it's one where you kind of hold your breath because he was sitting there waiting to take a hit as he threw that ball.
And this is the NFL. You're going to be tested a lot as a guy throwing the football. Will you stand in there, take the hit, and deliver downfield? And when you do it consistently, your offensive line loves you, your receivers love you. Everyone does their job to the utmost because they have that kind of confidence in you, and they know that you've shown some toughness, and that's what he exhibited there.
But your body hates you.
Your body's not thrilled about the whole thing, but ice packs all around for the QB.
And he'll across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Give them 18 on that one. And it'll be first down, Eagles. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. The first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Here's Sproles, and he'll be taken down at the 34. 3 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Here we go.
Now Wentz on third down. He's going to hit his man at Mcfl, complete. 13 and also a first down. And a two-score game, obviously. Every play, every third down we saw there magnified.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And this is caught at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go. 3-19.
And here we go on first and goal. A carry here for the big tight end. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be up.
This is why I've never been a big fan of trying down here by the goal line. For every one time something like this works, it seems like it blows up about 10 times. And sure enough, they'll wind up losing yards here. You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Trey Burton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert, and then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make an inside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many go through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the Giants ready to come out now. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
What's tight? Tight end right. What's tight? Tight end right.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
3 down. 3 down. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the scrimmage. And now the Eagles going to sit a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Manning looking to throw it. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Manning to throw. He finds Beckham complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed. The hands, a great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Shift together here from the D-line. On the ground, it's Gray. And he is good. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another time. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
One of the beauties of defense is that you have with your linebackers and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Back to throw, Manning. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop in that department. 3rd down. Out here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side.
Let's go! Blue 58! Blue 58!
And first chance for the backup here to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
In the middle, anyone who's going after the ball is going to be conscious, probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation. What are we going to do when we have an opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
As tight ends go, he might have the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him. Didn't on that play.
Now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Back to throw. Run for it, and he will. And a gain there of 11 yards.
Now that definitely hurt, because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
87 fine. Don't worry about that. We got trips on here we go. Blue landed.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Hits his time. Randall. And he goes out of bounds across the 4-yard line.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He's back to throw. And free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
A lot of teams love to throw screen passes. They want to tire out defenses because they make them run a lot. But there are a lot of moving parts on a play for an offense when they call that one. Because you got the linemen that have to move. You have the wide receivers have to get out and vacate. You got the running back that's got to make a little fake and then get out into the route. And, of course, the quarterback, he's got to hold in there and know he's probably going to take a big hit before he lofts the screen off to the back. Why didn't he catch it? That's all he needed to do for them to be successful.
And he can't corral. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll down at the 40-yard line. So down 6, and they need this one on 4th down. Look to throw. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's out as he gets this down.